Goes to Johnrocks EducTV.
Hi everyone, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. For today's video, we are going to join a virtual conference event. Ang event na ito ay pinamagatang Iesa Awards 2020 Virtual. Ang Iesa Award ay isang International Education Summit and Awards winning body na magbibigay ng awards sa nominees at may selection process sila na kukuha ng 150 awardees. Ang main sponsors nito ay INCEAD or International Center for Excellence in Education, part sa International Selections Committee. Another major sponsors ay coming from SPACE or Society of Perpetuation of Art, Culture, and Education. Organizing body sa IESA or International Education Summit and Awards na nagbibigay ng awards sa mga distinguished awardees or winners. Another collaboration sponsors and partnership ay galing sa UNESCO, UNICEF, and NCERT, UGC, ICCR, ICESR, Human Rights Organization, and Women and Child Development Bodies. Happy po ako na nakamit ko tong award na ito. Isa po ako sa napili, bali 150 awardees in 50 countries para siyang form of competition sa mga educator, educational institution at mga awardees. Okay guys, samahan niyo po kami sa aming virtual awarding ceremony sa isang prestigious event bilang isang awardee sa IESA. So guys, please watch this.
Once again, I'd like to congratulate all the distinguished awardees in today's mega event in all the categories. Congratulations for being selected for the prestigious award. And now, without any further delay, I'd like to announce the names of the winners in different categories of awards. For contribution in the field of education, we have Distinguished Science Teacher of the Year. This goes to Johnrocks EducTV. The next award is for the Distinguished Pre-Primary Teacher. This goes to Emily Kuambao, Rector. The next award is for the Outstanding Teacher for contribution in the field of education. This goes to Walter Pisalawa. Next, we have the award for the distinguished contribution in the field of education. This goes to Dr. Danilo B. Solayao. The next category is for the Distinguished Professor of the Year. This goes to Dr. Johnny J. Yao Jr. The next award is for the Distinguished Professor of the Year. This goes to Dr. Rosa H. Kabotaje. The next award is for the Distinguished Professor of the Year. This goes to John Noel Soria Nisperos. The next award is for the Distinguished Fitness Trainer. This goes to M.A. Murtaza. The next category is for the Distinguished Primary Teacher. This goes to Satish Mahadev Gore. The next award is for the Distinguished Principal for Contribution in Education During Pandemic. This goes to Kumari Shanti Bhatta. The next category is for the Distinguished Assistant Professor for providing effective online classes during COVID-19 era. This goes to Gupteshwar Sonani. The next category is for the Distinguished Emerging School of the Year. The next awardee is with the category Distinguished Teacher for Contribution in the Field of Education. This goes to Sheena Mai Cominghood. The next awardee comes with the category of Distinguished Assistant Professor. This goes to Satya Prakash Raut. Well, once again, a huge round of applause to all our awardees, all our winners, and I request all our audience members and participants to keep applauding in the chat box. The next awardee is for the Distinguished Teacher for providing effective online classes during COVID-19 era. This goes to Dr. Ulysses Yu. Up next we have Distinguished Vice Principal of the Year. This goes to Esther C. Lim. The next awardee is for the Distinguished Professor of the Year. This goes to Professor Osmar P. Lavacho. The next awardee is for Distinguished Director for the Contribution in the Field of Education. This goes to Dr. Rowena G. De La Cruz. The next award is for the Distinguished Teaching Award. This goes to Dr. P.V. Radhika. The next category is for the Distinguished Director for the Contribution in the Field of Education. This goes to Ron Bland M. Ramirez. The next award is for the Distinguished Director of the Year. This goes to Janish Jajikalyam. The next award is for the Distinguished School for Holistic Education. This goes to David Hyun High School. The next award is for the Distinguished Leadership Award. This goes to Lilibeth M. Matunhe. The next award category is for the Distinguished Accounts Professor. This goes to Arun Kumar Singla. Up next we have Distinguished Teacher of the Year Award. This goes to Megh Vilas Bhatta. next award is for the Distinguished Science Teacher of the Year. This goes to Shihang V. Yuan. Up next, we have Distinguished Teacher for the Holistic Development of the Students. This goes to Tanushree Mukherjee. Dr. Tanushree Mukherjee, the proud recipient of the award. The next category of award is the Distinguished Leadership Award. This goes to Manusmita Nayak. The next category is for the Distinguished Chairman for the contribution in the field of education. This goes to Mr. Indrajit Ghosh. Once again, my request to all our viewers who are watching us live, please keep applauding in the chat box because we would like to congratulate, yes, many congratulations to all the awardees, all the winners. And up next, the next award is Distinguished 21st Century School. This goes to KK International School. The next award is for the Outstanding Teacher of the Year. This goes to Dr. Christopher Cavallo Miranda. The next award is for the Distinguished English Teacher of the Year. This goes to Xavier Velasco. Give a round of applause to all the winners of the awards. Well, I want each one of you with me and cherish the celebration. As I say, this is not just an award ceremony, it is a celebration of your golden work. Well, let me start with announcing the first awardee for the evening, which is Outstanding Teacher of the Year, and this goes to Richard D. Gumite. Time for an open question and answer session. Our experts will take some questions from all the participants. There may be time for some participants to express their views.
The result of our mutual concern, coordination and cooperation. There are many and the daring organizers of this important summit. My congratulations to the awardees.
How education has been affected by the present post-COVID scenario and how to provide holistic education in this post-COVID scenario. Now, education has two basic functions to fulfill. One of them is preparing our youth and children for life, for leading a good, quality-oriented life. 2. Prepare.
After that comes the aesthetic need, and then self-actualization.
It is such a pleasure, such a delight to hear from you. You've set the tone for the conference with your Professor Parshuraman is the founder president of the Global Rainbow Foundation, a charitable trust dedicated to the relief of poverty and advancement of education, assistance to children and adults with physical and mental disabilities, and other purposes beneficial to the public in general. He is also the founder president of the University of College, Mauritius, and since 2018, founder president of the International Thirukural, a paradigm shift during the current times. The global pandemic has made changes in all levels of education. I'm glad and I'm immensely delighted to share with all of you that You are here with us, and we have more than 150 participants from more than 20 countries of the world around the globe. And we would like to thank all of you very, very much for gracing the event by joining us today with your presence in yet another momentous event. It is considered to be auspicious to remember God before moving ahead with any important occasion. So now I'd like to request all our distinguished guests to join us for the lamp lighting ceremony and inaugurate the conference. The previous IESA event at Bangkok in February was in a physical meeting. That conference was face-to-face. The present post-COVID scenario does not allow that present. Maybe, but in the near future, we may be able to hold a face-to-face conference again. These are really trying times. We all are learning that we have to be resilient and we are adapting to the new normal. COVID-19 has affected every field and education is no exception. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us in this international conference. Once again, from the bottom of our hearts, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us at this international conference on holistic education for life and livelihood in the post-COVID scenario, the way forward. So ladies and gentlemen, I once again would like to welcome all of you to this mega event. So now, without taking much of your time, I'd now like to invite the co-chair of the perfect Sunday morning, and what makes everything so perfect, so wonderful is the presence of all of you in this first ever virtual edition of IESA. Thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you.
Good quality oriented life. To prepare.
After that comes the aesthetic need, it says self-visualization.